Let's do that.
Yeah. Ready?
Okay. So how you guys came up with the fuck idea?
That was a cop named Terry McLaughly, who's a great friend of mine and who I covered when he was in the homicide unit. He was a very funny man. Terry said one day, we were at a crime scene, a murder, and Terry was listening to the police talk around him and how much profanity there was. He said, you know, one day we're going to get to the point where a Baltimore cop just uses the word fuck and another Baltimore cop completely understands him for like hours on end, and they solve a murder that way.
So you have your own entry in the big dictionary of fuck?
I do. How did you know that?
I know everything.
You do know everything. I guess you're one of those journalists. Yeah, the F book, the guy who the compendium of the word fuck. Yeah, there's a couple of them. I don't know that the fuck scene's in there specifically. What's in there I know is I fuck. Like an I fuck.
The I fuck?
Yeah, the I fuck. It's when somebody gives you a hard stare for a couple seconds too long. You know, what was your probable cause for jacking him up and going into his pockets? You know, a street police. Well, why'd you jack him up? Hey, he was I fucking me. You know, he was I fucking me. So it was a phrase that they used. You know, he I fucked me, I fucked him, and so we used it in the scripts in the Wire. Yeah, and when the guy heard that, the author, I forget his name now, but he's a linguist. He said that's got to be in the F books. But it has all of the origins of like for example. You know the word snafu for a mistake?
Yeah.
You know what it stands for?
No.
It's an acronym. It's an American acronym. Situation normal, all fucked up. It's from the military. Soldiers started saying it in World War II. You know, to describe how screwed up everything was in this given situation. They said, it's all snafu. And there's a poetry to it, isn't there? It's
absolutely.
Yeah,
but there's something in the Wire, there's some beauty on the insult, you know, on the...
Yeah, the interior of any world where people have to work and work hard, and by that it could be the police, or the corner boys, guys on the corner, or politicians, or anybody. Anything that is its own interior world has a humor in the way they talk about the job.
Like if you go to the morgue, and they're working with corpses or whatever, they have like really sweet sense of humor.
It's hilarious. I remember I heard a diener, that's like an assistant in the morgue. So it was like a Sunday morning, bad Saturday night, lots of bodies. And I heard this diener, and he was coming in with a body right into a place where they just finished one, and now he's wheeling another, and like with sort of the demeanor of a maitre d'. He said, "Table for one," like that, just like table for one, as if like get and bring the sommelier over. I mean, it was just so funny, and like, but it was thrown away. It was like it wasn't something he thought about. He just said it.
Do you have any gurus for yourself? Like, if this guy tells me the show is good, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, the guys I work with. I mean, if George Pelecanos tells me, if Richard Price tells me, if my wife, who's a good novelist, if she tells me, I'll watch. My wife turned me on to a Canadian show.
Which one?
Slings and Arrows. I don't know if you ever saw it.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
3 seasons of meta, the wit of that thing, to do the Shakespearean plays happening while they're putting on the Shakespearean plays. That's storytelling. That was very clever. The characterization, it was all very well executed.
Have you seen The Night Manager?
I have not. Should I see it?
That's fucking amazing.
All right. Well, I'm going to take your advice. I will check it out.
Yeah, check it out. You want to?
And if you're wrong, I'll curse your name forever. Yeah.
So I have another question. The guy who says "shit" in the Wire.
Clay Davis.
That's a kind of personal mark for him because
he did it once and he extended it, and then we started writing it in the script with 7 E's, and we started doing that. But I think one time I may have given it to him with like 2 E's, SHEET, like just because that well shit, like it's like sort of thrown away, and he gave it he gave it his all.
So you're now shooting this the views about porn.
Yeah.
So how that is?
Well, I'm making a show about porn, so like you would think that this is the time where I'm going to get an actual audience. People will watch it because it's about porn. But my theory is I'll find a way to fuck it up. I'll be the only guy who makes a show about porn,
and nobody watches,
and nobody comes. That's that's who I am.
So if you have, David, if you have to establish one rule, just one rule, for writing, which rule would that one be?
Know why. Know why you're telling a story. The why can't be because I want to have a TV show and a franchise and I want to be paid and I want to entertain people. I want to entertain people is a terrible reason to tell a story. What's our point? What's our take? What do we believe? What are we arguing for or against? I don't think those discussions happen enough. Like arguing to me is academic and theoretical, and it's never personal. Unless I'm arguing with you because you're an asshole, in which case, yeah, it's personal. But that's not the writers. If you're in the writers' room, you're not there because we're trying to beat you up.
Remember that definition of The Wire? There's no time for bullshit. I think it's my favorite definition.
There's no time for bullshit. I don't know. We had a lot of time for bullshit, like every other job.